welcome to Going Out in Gardening. Here's the second instalment of how my allotment is getting on. Here you will find my plum, which is currently quite a few plums coming on it. So hopefully I will have a good crop this year. Down here is my cooking apple tree, which has currently got a bit of blossom on. Hopefully they will develop into good sized cooking apples. Down this side I have all my rhubarb, which I sell for charity at £1 a bundle for 5 sticks, so that usually does quite well. People like their rhubarb crumbles. At the side of my rhubarb I have all my gooseberry bushes, which I've currently black membrane around this year to help try and feed them a bit more water and no weeds. As you can see, I've got gooseberries coming on them. Then this is my allotment. A bit behind at the moment, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up. I've just recently planted some spinach and some parsnips down the centre of my plot. I've put netting over them to stop the pigeons from attacking them hopefully, and we currently have quite a few rabbits down on site and they tend to eat the tops off the plants. These are my potatoes. As you can see, I think there's just one popping through at the minute, so I need to get them covered up in next week again for when hopefully produce more potatoes. Here I've got my strawberry plants. I took cuttings beginning of last year and planted them all out. And as you can see, they've took well this year, so hopefully I'll get a good amount of strawberries. I definitely won't be giving them away because you can't, nobody likes to give you strawberries away because they're probably the nicest fruit. Up here, got my onions. Just need to do a bit of hoeing. But I'm fairly happy with how they're coming on. To say I've only planted them a fortnight ago. Like I said, I'm a bit behind this year. Some more onions. Down this side I've got my carrots. I never seem to have any luck with carrots, so if you've got any tips for me, I'll gladly accept them. Down this side I'm trying to add some flowers this year, dahlias and also calendula, to add a bit of colour and hopefully attract the bees to help with pollination. Down here this is my cage what I've recently built. This is to help protect from the birds, which seems to be working, touch wood. These are all my runner beans that I planted in my new cage. As you can see, I've got a lot. I'm going to be growing them up the side of all this chicken wire that I've built up the side, and they are protected with netting over the top, which will stop the pigeons from eating the tops off the runner beans, to stop them from growing, as I've had that a problem in the past. I thought I'll invest a bit this year to get a good crop. Down this side I've got all my peas coming through. I'm trying to use quite a bit of black membrane where possible this year to stop the weeds, and hopefully I'll be able to keep control a bit better, as you always start off well but then the weeds seem to win. And some more peas down this side, but they don't seem to be coming through as fast. whether it's because it's a bit more shaded. In here is my new shed what I recently built, which you might have seen the video when I built it. I've got lots more rhubarb plants growing, as that's one thing that seems to do well on my plot is rhubarb. Got some sunflowers. These are Russian tomatoes, the pink ones. I was given them by my neighbour on the plot, so they should be good to try this year, see what they turn out like. Also, I've got some Brussels sprouts growing which I need to plant out soon. Some leek, broccoli, cucumber plants, some more leek, and I've got lots more plants growing which I just need to try and thin out, but I tend to try and leave that for a rainy day because I try to spend as much time outside as possible where I can. These are all my cherry tomatoes, Gardener's Delight, courgettes,